Familiar face back on the show this morning. Filmmaker, artist, writer, and entrepreneur Tyler Simmonds is taking it upon himself to turn his mental health struggles into a career of helping others. Last December, his short film, In My Mind, was awarded the Best Film of the Year at the Blue Nose Ability Film Festival. The piece was written and directed by Simmonds himself with a focus on depression and anxiety. Here's a quick clip.
Sadness for no reason. Nervous for no reason. How do you tell your family that you can't feel happiness? How do you tell your friends that you don't want them to be around?
And joining us this morning is Tyler Simmonds himself. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course, always a pleasure to have you back. First off, though, congratulations on winning the award at Atlantic Canada's first Disability Film Festival.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I know that we just showed a little clip of it. It's very powerful. We were kind of talking about it all this morning. How did that whole film festival go? Why did you find it was such an opportunity for someone like you?
It went very well. It's very good because it gives people with disabilities and people who deal with mental health issues a platform to tell their stories through film. A lot of times, like in the mainstream media, it's like instant actor playing the part of a person who's dealing with depression or something like that. And with this, we actually have the person who's actually dealing with it playing the part. So it's a lot more real, and it's a lot more powerful because you can act. A lot of people actually told me that they could actually like see the anxiety in me when they were watching that film.
Which is exactly what we were talking about beforehand, because
Yeah.
Paul and I were watching it yesterday, and I was saying that it had much more of an impact on me because I was seeing it firsthand from somebody who's actually going through those struggles. So I felt like I was more engaged in what your message was that you're trying to get across.
Yeah.
So I know too that that focus on that one was depression, anxiety. Where do you draw a lot of your inspiration for these projects from?
A lot of my inspiration comes from just, I pull a lot from my life, like a lot from my past experiences and things that I've dealt with. Like within my mind, it was basically something that I personally have dealt with. And a lot of the other projects that I work on, sometimes they're even just things that other people go through, and I make them so hopefully those people or people who deal with things similar, they can watch my films and they can say, oh, I'm not alone, or oh, somebody understands it. Yeah.
So I know that we had you back on in the summer, kind of when your videos were picking up steam a little bit.
Yeah.
How have things progressed for you since then? Have you been getting a lot more attention in regards to helping people with these issues?
I've been getting a lot more attention. A lot of people have been reaching out to me, and they've been telling me that, like, they've been thanking me for speaking out about mental health a lot, and it makes me feel really good. It makes me feel like, it makes me a lot more confident, and that's something that I struggled with a lot in the past, like confidence and self-esteem issues, and like this is all therapeutic for me, like creating things that help others feel good. It's something that is like it's basically like a better form of therapy for me. Yeah.
And I think that kind of leads into our next question is, why is it so important to you to be helping people who are facing similar struggles that you went through?
It's important because people need someone that they can look to. Much like I needed someone that I could look to when I was younger. Like, people need someone that they can look to and say, that person's dealing with the same thing that I'm dealing with, and look what he's doing. Like, he's able to go on the news, like, and he has social anxiety. Like, I want people to be able to look at my life and be like, oh, he's doing it, so I can do it too. Like, it's hard, but if you build up that courage and that strength, and you realize that you have that courage and that strength in you, it's nothing can stop you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Wise words coming from you, that's for sure. All right, well, we're coming into the last about 30 seconds of the show here this morning with you. I know that you wanted to kind of give an inspirational message to any of our viewers out there today.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about, I get a lot of messages from people, and they tell me about their problems and things that are going on in their lives, and I just want people to know that it's hard. Like, I know that it's hard. Like, it's really hard to love ourselves sometimes. Like, things in the media, things in newspapers and stuff, they're telling us, like, that we're not good enough and that we're not pretty enough, that we're not this or that enough. And I just want people to know that they are enough. Like, just know that, just believe, just like 2 years ago when I started to believe in myself and I started to believe that I was worthy enough. Like, believe that you're worthy enough. When we believe, that's when suicide rates will lower. That's when the world will become a better place, when we just believe that we're worthy of love. And love is the answer to all of this. Like, just, we need people to genuinely love one another, but we got to love ourselves before we can do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us this
Thank
morning.
you.
Yes, some very great words from you today. If you are looking for more information on Tyler Simmonds, or if you'd like to reach out, of course, we create a board, tylersimmonds.com. It's also on YouTube. You can watch his videos there, and on Twitter at Tyler Simmonds.